Maryland with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. We've got Holiday, Kuminga out there with Cam Thomas. Then it's Zach. Alexander Sarr is out there with Davis. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Hardy and it's shooting guard. And DB, at this early part of the season,
coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. So for the Wizards, their last game, a loss to Minnesota. Holiday, the pass to Thomas. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You know, Doris, whenever Cam Thomas gets the ball, you expect him to shoot it.
You do, Kevin. There's certain guys in the league that always have the green light, and Cam Thomas, one of those guys. This guy legitimately, on a nightly basis, can put up huge scoring numbers.
That's good from Thomas.
You have to appreciate the strides Cam Thomas is making as a player. His confidence is growing. He attacks without hesitation. Lots to come with this guy.
And both free throws good for Thomas. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priorities straight. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keefe. He told me that they've got one of the league's best lockdown defenders in Drew Holiday, so it won't be easy for us tonight. Coach went on to say that against top-tier individual defender like Holiday, the most important thing is spreading the points around and having a diverse attack. Kevin, back over to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Levine can't hit.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Davis with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Young pass to Davis. Unloads from 13. Chalk up 2 there.
Just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Here's Holiday. Outside Thomas. There's the 3. Seattle missing again. The Wizards have gone pass to Hardy. Loads it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
And with his length and athleticism, Davis is a constant lob threat.
For Seattle, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Bean passes to Kuminga. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Koulibaly following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga. Young pass to Davis. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Drew Holiday. Last season's performance for him. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Outside, Kuminga. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Alex Sarr.
He is such an explosive athlete. Kuminga, hard to contain in the paint.
And the first one at the line is good.
And we continue to see Kuminga improve at a steady rate. He's a young big with a bright future in this league.
He's off on the second. And the big fella, Alex R, showing promise. Drag especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
Hardy, no good. For Seattle, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Thomas, Kuminga trying to free himself up.
Terrific awareness by Alex Sarr. That is protecting your rim, folks.
Here's Davis. Over to the left wing. Lets it fly from 18. And the jumper falls for him. Hardy's got his second basket.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Holiday looking over the floor. Outside, Kuminga. They set the screen. 5 on the clock. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And over time, we've seen Kuminga be a more aggressive scorer, especially when he has the ball inside.
Here's Koulibaly. Really struggled in the loss against Minnesota. Back to Young. The 3. Here's Davis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Davis has got 6. Seattle trails by 3. Here's Holiday. Takes it off the glass.
Well, Drew Holiday just so strong with the basketball. Very hard to knock this guy off his course.
Holiday against Young. To the inside. Stolen away. Thomas goes in. And
Don't you feel like Cam Thomas loves making tough twos? In that instance, he makes the 2 and gets the end one.
free throw good from Thomas.
Well, for Cam Thomas, obviously, the whole conversation about why he's in the league is his scoring ability. And I think the next step for him, he's got to start to be able to play make for his teammates.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Seattle. They trail by 1. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
Washington has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Koulibaly with it. Still without a basket. Young, good.
And defensively, you have to stay connected to Young at all times.
Holiday against Young. Outside Holiday. Elbow shot is on the way. And the shot falls short this time.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Song, the pass to Young. The Wizards working the ball around now. Davis inside. Kuminga on him. And it's Davis missing.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Thrown back.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
Good. Kuminga's got the game tied up here for Seattle.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Davis with the bucket.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. For Washington, Keyshawn George, he's checked in for Davis. Riley comes in for Coulibaly. Johnson, he's checked in for Hardy. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Young. For Seattle, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game. Use the things that got you here and see if it sticks. Guys, back to you.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. So it's Washington now, following the 3 from Davion Mitchell. And it's Carrington missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Dunn finds Mitchell. The rebound by Carrington.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Seattle?
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
And that one misses.
Watching and shooting that every coach wants. His team really excited about his future.
Wizards making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. Johnson for 3. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Seattle. Pass to Thompson for 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Now it's a 4-point Seattle lead. The Wizards shooting 47% from the field to start things off. Here's Carrington. Covered by Mitchell. Here's George. And it's good from the elbow.
What an unselfish play. Carrington looking to get others involved.
Seattle has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Mitchell looking it over. Thompson inside the line. It's hauled in by George. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Doris, it's been fun watching Keyshawn George start his career. And he had quite the journey to get here.
He certainly did. Consider, he was born in Switzerland. His dad is from Canada, but his dad played pro in Europe. George plays for a club team in France and then goes to the U.S. for college. It's sort of been a meandering and diverse hoops education.
You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
Carrington with the ball, covered by Mitchell. And here's Johnson outside. He can't get that one. Now, here's Mitchell. Defended by Carrington. Cuts off the pass. On the wing, Johnson. Beyond the arc. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Let me tell you, Trey Johnson's never seen a 3 he doesn't like.
Done outside. Endorsed for early on in Chris Dunn's career, but is it fair to say many wondered if it might be short-lived?
Oh, there's no doubt, Kevin. Remember, this guy was at one point the 5th pick in the league, and there were questions about the offensive end of the floor. But give Chris credit. His defense has carved out minutes for him, and he's worked diligently to become a better offensive player.
And he can't get the first one.
Let's remember, Chris Dunn is a guy who is always hunting for steals. He's got elite anticipation, so disruptive on the defensive end.
And Seattle making a change here. Neesmith is checked in. Good on the second free throw. Here's Carrington. Scoreless thus far. 1:53 left in the first quarter. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Bob Carrington doing some work on the painted area. Make them worry about that aspect of your game.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Thompson. Back to Mitchell. And here is Neesmith. No good on the 3.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Seattle trails by 3. The drive by Mitchell. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Down low, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Robert Williams.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
The Wizards have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Good on both. And it's Seattle with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Neesmith. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Aaron Neesmith had his feet ready, his hands were ready to catch the basketball, and as soon as it touches his fingertips, he lets it fly.
Here's Carrington. Elbow shot. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, this right here is in the wheelhouse of Bob Carrington. He loves that mid-range game.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Seattle, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. Free throw drops for Mitchell. And Mitchell drops them both. And so for Seattle, their last game, a loss to the Pelicans.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well.
It wasn't as close as it should have been. There were lapses all night that led to the deficit they couldn't overcome.
Thompson for three. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Seattle ahead. They lead by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could be without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
On the court for Seattle, they've got Robert Williams. Levine is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Thomas. And it's Matkovic in at the 4-man position. Young's shot is off. Seattle leading by 5. It's hauled in by George. To the paint. Here's Davis. Oh, Davis down low.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
Mitchell passes to Levine. Over Koulibaly. Levine can't hit.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now, here's Thomas. 5 points in the game. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by the Wizards.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And with all the different things he does, you expect AD to put up points every night. He's a lot to handle.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 7. Fires the 3. And once again off the mark by Seattle. So it's Davis bringing the ball up for the Wizards. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Koulibaly against Levine. George with the steal. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. Hardy, no good. For Seattle, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Young pass to Davis. George against Mitchell. That's good for George on the assist by Davis. George has got 5 points so far. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Seattle calls timeout. George. And then for Seattle, Kuminga comes in for Robert Williams. And it's Holiday in for Mitchell. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now here is Holiday. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
I thought his physicality was crucial too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Now here is Davis. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Pass to Coulibaly. Inside. And Davis throws it down.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Just under a 3 player, but Coulibaly is electric.
Oh my goodness, Kevin, one of the most explosive leapers in the league right now. He can rise and finish with the best of them. Listen, we'll give the efficiency some time because he's got skill.
Hardy, no good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Kuminga kicks to LaVine. Outside Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can they get it? Seattle missing again. Wizards leading by 4. To the middle. Young outside. Launches a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, this guy doing his job spacing the floor. He had 2 triples in the first, and he just gets his 3rd to go.
Seattle calls timeout.
Chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged 24 per clip, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Now here is Holiday. Outside LaVine. Inside. To halt the run. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Kuminga.
Boy, you give him that good a look, he is going to typically make you pay.
It's stolen by Kuminga. Down low, and stolen by Song. Pass to Davis. Nice defense from Kuminga. Seattle trails by 5. Now, here's Thomas. Kuminga sets a screen for Thomas. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, the defender right there trying to match Cam Thomas's level of aggressiveness, but just a little too physical.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Wizards?
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the 3-point arc.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Wizards leading by 4. Here's Hardy. Good on the triple. Hardy's got 7.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Young against Holiday. To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Shot's good by Matkovic.
This is what happens when you fail to put a body on someone. The ball is bound to find them.
Here's Saar. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Saar's got the lead up to 9 now for the Wizards.
And that's where you want Saar doing his work offensively. He is a tough cover in the paint.
Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
And it's Davis missing. Seattle trails by 7. Holiday, the pass to Levine. And a miss there on the triple.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's Koulibaly. Still scoreless. Here's Hardy. Kept alive. It's deflected. They get it back from past the arc. Seattle grabs the miss. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
For Seattle, they have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Champagne's checked in. Riley comes in for Koulibaly. Johnson, he's checked in for Hardy. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Young. Thompson, he's checked in for Seattle. Dunn comes in for Drew Holiday. Now Johnson. 14 points from him the last game against Minnesota. Pass to Saar. It's blocked. Here's Thomas. Here's Matkovic. Seattle missing again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Johnson for 3. Here's Saar. Tries yet again, and the layup is up and in. Saar's got his second bucket.
If Alex Saar has the ball in the paint, he looks to attack.
Dunn passes to Thompson. They set the pick. Oh, Thompson, tough shot.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Johnson outside. Back to Carrington. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Here's Thomas. Pass to Matkovic. Out to the wing. Here's Dunn. And Saar pulls it down. Saar's got rebound number 13 with that last one. For Washington, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Williams is checked in for Seattle. Neesmith comes in for Cameron Thomas.
Aaron Neesmith.
Wizards leading by 5. Here's Carrington. Pass to Johnson. Shoots. And another miss by Washington.
I'll tell you, his shot has not been there, but I like the fight he's showing.
Neesmith, the pass to Dunn. Now, here's Neesmith. Riley covering. Lock at 6. Thompson outside. Williams sets a screen for Thompson over Johnson. Here's Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
And that one falls for Williams. And Washington making a change here. George is checked in. And Seattle also making a change. Holiday's checked in. And Williams drops them both. Wizards leading by 3. Here's Champagnie. Another shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Robert Williams. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At the line for Washington, Justin Champagnie. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Neesmith. There's Kuminga. Seattle missing again.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
George. Seattle grabs the miss. 1:53 left to play in the first half. Outside Holiday. 3-pointer. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Well, shaky start. He's putting that in the rear view and finding his groove.
Carrington with the ball. Takes a 3. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Williams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Holiday dishes to Thompson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Pass to Riley for the 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Neesmith, the pass to Holiday. No good from outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
A shot by Champagnie, no good. And here is Neesmith. Holiday finds Kuminga. And it's all evened up. Kuminga's got 4 points this quarter.
And how about Kuminga handling the ball there in the pick and roll, showing some creativity.
The 3 from George. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Williams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Hit by Kuminga. Over in the corner, Williams. A 3 ball. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
He needs to keep hitting from downtown, but Williams knows he has to make this on a consistent basis.
To stop the run. That's good, and the Seattle lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Johnson. Johnson's got 7 points in the game. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Here's Thompson. And that one released in time, but no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Seattle leads by only 1. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
You look at Seattle. They started this season on the right foot, something we kind of expected, given their offseason. We'll see if this is a pace they can maintain as the year rolls on. Yeah, they're going right at the defense, in a way daring them to foul. So far, it's working for them.
I love the energy they're playing with, forcing that D to bend his will.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.